Hi Leo, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for November 2024. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in November and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign are going to resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign, so you may want to check that out. This recording is for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. I'm using the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Leo, now on to your November 2024 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Leo, is the Moon. This could be about romance. It could be about secrecy. It could be secrecy and deception in romance. It could be bad dreams or having vivid dreams or precognitive dreams. It could also indicate something is an illusion happening right now, or it could show that your psychic ability is increasing in the month of November and maybe even in general, beyond November. I feel like you're trusting somebody you had a falling out with, and that like you may be talking to them again, or trusting them again, or letting them back in your life in some way. And you may have had to open the door to them because there's something maybe you needed help from them, or something you wanted them or needed them to do for you. But it could also be because they reached out to you. It could really go either way. You may still suspect there's bitterness or resentment between the two of you still, maybe on both of your parts. Some of you could be finalizing things in your life. That could be a separation or a divorce. And you could be moving on with your life in the sense of, like, a breakup, a divorce, a separation, and moving on with your life. For some of you, not all of you. It's a general reading. Remember, always watch your rising sign, sun sign, and moon sign to get the most clear predictions and accuracy in general readings. Some of you could find out that somebody that you care about, could be a love partner, but it could be someone else that you're close to. You may find out that they've been lying to you or deceiving you in some way. And this could be a very hard pill to swallow. It could be make you very sad, or make you feel very disappointed, or both. Some of you could have somebody that wants to come back in your life that was a love relationship. They may just want to communicate with you again. Maybe they'd want your advice, or they want to talk to you, but it could be because they're hoping that you would be opening the door to them for them to come back in. You may have to stay quiet now, hold your tongue, and gather more information before you do any of the things I just said in this card. So if somebody you had a fight or a falling out with that you trusted and they betrayed you or hurt you in some way, you need to do more information about what's going on with them. Why are they trying to reach out to you? This also applies if it's a love partner showing back up. This also applies if you find out that somebody you love or care about, romantically or otherwise, has been lying to you or deceiving you. Any of those areas, which is what came up in this card, you need more knowledge and information. Don't jump to any conclusions until you've done more, research. So the next card in your reading, Leo, is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is expanding your skills, expanding your craft, expanding your knowledge, expanding your business, expanding your work. You could be getting a promotion. You could be opening up new locations if you have a business. Expanding your products or services could come up here. Either at work, or if you own your own business, or your finances and investments, you're going to be working on them to improve them and make them better. You may also be adjusting your thinking, adjusting your perspective about stuff. And if you deal with any equipment, such as lighting, especially lighting, cameras, recording equipment, or anything to do with like signs, signage, anything. If you have a website and you have banners or different layouts of pages, whatever it is, or computers, you're readjusting. You're readjusting things, readjusting lighting, readjusting signs, readjusting perspectives of things, layouts, even displays. I get you making finalization to things, and you may have a group of people that come in and do something for you, like a group of electricians or people that are good with Wi-Fi and I don't know what's that called. You know, like the technology that runs everything. You know, you may have a team of people that come in and put in like certain electrical panels, certain running wires through walls, you know, that kind of thing. You could have a team of people that come in and do some kind of work like that for you. You may even make a promise or a verbal agreement or a handshake agreement to take over something that was a vacant space, a building, a business, or something. Like you could make an agreement and like, okay, I'm going to take that over for you. Like if somebody wants to sell something or give up something, that would be all encompassing what I've already talked about in this card. You may make an agreement like, okay, I'll take that off your hands. I can use that. I'll come get it, or I'll use that space. Maybe it's to store something, store items, products, equipment, things you need. Maybe you're making an agreement for a storage unit, a storage space. But it could be somebody you privately know, like maybe they got a shed, a garage, something on their property and they're not using it, or they're not using part of it, and you could make an agreement like, okay, I'll move it to my property, or I'll use it and pay you for it. That kind of thing also is coming up here, which may seem oddly specific. So the next card in your reading, Leo, is the Chariot, and this is a card that symbolizes long distance travel. It can also be success. It can be having to make a decision or a choice between two directions, two paths, two options. So you could be making a decision or having to make a choice about something here. If you are going to launch something, a business or something new, like this is the time to launch it. November would be the time to make it public, make it known, get it started, get it going. Some of you may feel like all systems are go. But some of you may have the opposite reaction where you feel like you need a rest and a relaxation period. So some of you may actually be considering going on a vacation or taking a break maybe prior to this, you know, startup, launch, or beginning of something. If you have any medical conditions and you need any kind of treatments, medication, treatments, anything, maybe even surgery, but especially treatments, this may be the time where you get that going, you get that started. Maybe you need dental work done, and it's like a process where you're going to have to go like 5 visits, and maybe you're going to start on those 5 visits in November. Or it could be something else that, maybe you need physical therapy for something. Maybe you had a hip replacement, or you broke your foot, or anything, and maybe the first round of physical therapy is going to start for you in November. Some of you Leos are going to be laying down the law to family members, especially to your kids, if you have kids, about how things are going to be, how things are going to roll now. Maybe you have older kids and you're like, this is how it's going to be. You're going to have to start paying rent, or I need you to pay more rent. Or, there's got to be chores that are done and divided equally. Your parents aren't going to be the ones that are going to do it all. You kids are now going to chip in, and there's going to be a schedule. That could be something you're saying, because I get you like laying down the law, setting up rules, parameters, regulations, telling people maybe like everybody's going to have a schedule, or what your schedule is and what you need other people to do, especially if you have a family. But if you don't, you could be doing this with your employees if you have a business. Or maybe you hire people to work for you, somebody to do the yard, somebody to do power washing, somebody to come in and clean your house. If you have money to do that, you may be laying down the law with people that you hire to come do work at your property. So before I go on to cards number 4 and 5, I just want to say here, if you want to get any of the special videos I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, those links are always posted down below in the description box in the Show More section. Just click on the word More. If you're on your phone and not watching on a laptop, click More, and bam, all those videos links will show up, and you can click on them and then access those videos on Vimeo. You can also access these videos on my website at theluckymermaid.com. On the videos page, the links are there, and all the descriptions of the different videos are there. You might want to get my November psychic crystal readings for the month of November 2024 for each sign of the zodiac. It's an expansion and a continuation of the psychic tarot readings I do here at the beginning of the month, and I look at every single topic I can think of to look at. They are under $3 each. Also, you may want to get my angel series. I did 2 different ones, my important messages from the Karma Angels and Jasper Crystals readings are very insightful. They talk about like things about you personally. They give advice and psychic messages as well. And my angels, ancestors, and ascended masters psychic oracle card readings for these changing times may be very apropos right now, because we certainly are in changing times. There's 4 different angel-based oracle decks I used in that reading, so you may want to check them out if you haven't yet. Also, don't forget the eclipse readings. The one I did for the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces in September, and the video series I did for the new moon lunar eclipse in Libra for October. You're being affected by those eclipses for at least 6 months. Some people, it will affect you longer. So if you want to see how those eclipses are affecting your lives, you may want to check those out. Remember, your purchases of these Vimeo videos help keep this channel alive and going, and bringing these free messages and predictions to you on YouTube, and Rumble. So now I'm on to card number 4. You have the 4 of Rods, and this is a card that symbolizes getting married or attending a wedding or throwing a wedding for somebody else. This could be you going to some kind of celebration or party or gathering. It could also indicate success in springtime. If you're married, you're building up something in the relationship. If you're not married, you're building, and you're seeing someone, you're building something that's building the relationship more, like maybe toward marriage. Whether you're married or not, or in a relationship or not, some of you will find that when you're in April or May of 2025, that you're going to have some kind of financial gains and abundance at that time. If you've been dating, you could propose now or get proposed to, because getting proposed of engagement of marriage, or a proposal like, let's be serious and move in together. Maybe you don't need the document of a marriage license. That comes up around here too. If you start any relationships now, it's going to bloom and blossom and really take off for you. This could also be a time where you finally get some things off your chest and express how you feel about somebody. It could be in a loving, romantic sense, or a kind, thoughtful, appreciative sense. But it could also be, even if you are not happy with them and something they did or said, you could be getting those kind of messages out of your system in November. If you feel like you've been hurt, let down, abused, emotionally, mentally, or physically, doesn't matter which way, November could be a month where you're like the phoenix rising from the ashes of those hurts, pains, and wounds. Some of you Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people may be talking to a caterer. And this could be because you're planning a wedding or planning some other kind of event or party. Or if somebody connected to you is, you could be helping them out by you like, hey, don't worry about it. I'll talk to the caterer for you. It could be any of those scenarios, because I do hear some of you will be talking to a caterer. This could also be a restaurant owner that maybe does catered parties. It doesn't necessarily have to be a catering company, but I do get some of you speaking with a caterer. So the last card in your reading is the Emperor, and this is a strong male figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, protecting you, giving you ideas and inspirations that may feel like they're yours, but they could actually be coming from the Emperor. This could also be a strong male figure in the living, a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, someone like a father figure to you. It could be an uncle, a brother, a boss, a boyfriend, a husband, an ex-husband. You could be the Emperor. There's often strong Aries energy connected to this card. If you have somebody in your life it could even be a female, but it really feels like it's male. They could, and especially if they're older, they could stumble and fall and maybe even break something. So if you have elderly people or anybody that has any kind of disability or physical ailments or conditions, you may want to keep an eye on them and keep checking on them if they don't live with you, because I see an elderly man. It could be a woman, but in my mind's eye, it's a man falling and hurting themselves. It could be you, where you're putting out a lot of good promotions, publicity, advertising for the work you do or a business you own or for some other reason. Any gambles you've recently taken or speculative ventures you've taken recently are going to pay off for you. It may have already happened prior to November because I feel like you're seeing it pay off for you in November. Some of you could have a family member or members that come and help you in some way and back you either financially or give you some other kind of support. It could be moral support. Maybe you need rooms painted and they're like, we're going to help you. And they all come over with their painting clothes on and ladders, and they could be helping you paint. If you're moving, you could have family members come helping you move. So something you're doing, you're getting family support. But for some of you, it could be money. Like I said, they could be giving you financial support, but I feel it's more like backing you emotionally and giving you physical help with something. You could have problems with your voice this month. You could have laryngitis or just some problem with your throat. If you're a smoker, it could be something to do with smoking. If you have allergies, it could be related to allergies. If you catch some kind of sickness or bug, it could be like, you have that going on in your throat. But like I said, for some of you, it could actually be laryngitis. So that could happen. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Leos to work with, use, and wear in the month of November 2024. Taurus also got this gemstone. You got Amazonite. And Amazonite, spelled Amazonite, is a stone of truth, hope, and flow. It brings clarity and calm. It dispels negative energy and can protect from the electric magnetic frequencies. It has great healing abilities, and it's associated with luck and overall success and money. It's going to be a stone that's going to really help you have a lot more energy, vim, and vigor, and get up and go. So it's going to be like spurring you on if you wear this or sleep with it under your pillow or carry it in November. If you have any trouble with digestive issues or any other maladies in your body that you need healing, this stone will really help you with the healing process, especially connected to digestive issues. It's going to make you feel more uplifted and more positive, and it's going to help you see the good in people. Like if you're more pessimistic and you're more prone to not see the good in people, you will be seeing the good in people if you're wearing this stone. So you're going to be more positive, see the good in people. You could find that you talk to important people that help you financially and help you gain respectability, or if you have a business or in your career or in your job, or maybe even in your money, you could be talking to people that really give you good insight, give you good advice, help you out. So if that's on the docket for you, make sure you're wearing or carrying Amazonite, because it's really going to help you in those conversations. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, Thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And thank you so much for all you do for this channel. Your support helps keep this channel going and the psychic messages and predictions coming to you. I appreciate all your views, likes, comments, shares, donations, and purchases of my Vimeo videos. Without you, I wouldn't be able to keep this channel going, so I have so much gratitude to all of you. If you would like to see more of the messages and predictions that I do for my Vimeo on-demand videos, those links are all posted down below underneath this video in the description box in the Show More section, or you can always go over to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page, and you can look at all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want under the heading of the video series you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, if you'd like to donate to my channel and help support the readings that I do here, I have a donation link down below under those video links underneath this video. And thank you to those of you who've been very generous and kind and donating to my channel. I've been getting a lot of donations lately, and I do really, truly appreciate it. It does help a lot, because without you doing that and purchasing the Vimeo videos, I would end up just doing private readings for years. I have so many people waiting. So I like to keep doing the videos because then I can reach more of you. It takes me a long time to get through those wait lists and the cancellations list. You may want to check out the eclipse videos series. I have 2 of them, the eclipse that occurred in September and the eclipse that occurred in October. You're being affected by those eclipses for 3-6 months. Some of you, it may even last longer. So you may want to check out those. I also have 2 angel oracle card readings I did, 2 different types. They're linked down below. And some of those messages are really advice driven. They give advice. They get more in depth in the psyche and in what's going on in you and inside of you, but they also give predictions, so you may want to check those out. If you want to see more predictions of messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video format, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and on X, my handle is at the Lucky Mermaid. You can also follow my channel on Rumble, which is called the Lucky Mermaid LLC. So I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful and blessed month of November of 2024. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.